is coming back again. The 6th of January in Polokwane at the Peter Mokaba Stadium was something to behold last year. Wait till you see this year, Carol.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, football fans, welcome to it. The official launch and last 16 draw of the 2024 edition of the Carling Knockout and the Carling Black Label Cup. I am so honored to be your host this afternoon, along with this individual, top of the pops, Andile Ncube.
Well, it's going to be exciting. And you get to be in once again. I-Carling Cup, iti wena uhleleka wena uzovotela iqembu lakho olifaka uCarling All Star. Kanti futhi ke iqembu elizowina iCarling Knockout obeqhubele nalo phezulu. It's all up to you. You vote for the team and also you choose the coach. Carol, listen, we've got a lot of work to do today.
We've got a lot of work to do, and that's why we are live on your World of Champions SuperSport 202. That's where you get to enjoy all of the flair and all of the excitement of the local game.
Well, we're also live on SABC Plus. Make sure you download the app. You can view and watch all sorts wherever it is that you are. Let's get it started. Karen and I have an exciting job to do. It's the beginning. It's the start of your favorite for the season. But Carol,
yeah, let's hear from the champion fans. Yeah.
I'm going to go join them there. I want to be one who song. I'll see you on the stage. What? The champion fans are in the building announcing it and starting it in style. Back to you, Carol, on the stage.
Oh yes, it's such a great way to kick off today's proceedings, hearing the excited voices, the exuberance of the champion fans. That's what this is all about. Now, let's kick off the formalities of today's wonderful event, and as such, I would like to welcome here today our gracious hosts as well as our dignitaries. From the Carling Black Label brand, we are joined by our new Carling Black Label brand director, that is Karen Greenleaf, and she's got a team of champs here with her from the Carling Black Label brand team. So, on behalf of our gracious hosts, a round of applause. Let's welcome them here. And also a very warm welcome to the various representatives from the Premier Soccer League, as well as the esteemed senior players representing all 16 PSL teams. You are the champs. Good to see you. A warm welcome as well to my fellow colleagues, the members of the media that have availed themselves for this wonderful event, for this exciting launch, for this draw, without whom the greater public would not be aware of all of their festivities as they unfold when it comes to the tournament. And a warm welcome as well to all of the key stakeholders that are here today from the various organizations that are in partnership with the PSL, as well as the Carling Black Label brand on this campaign. Last but most certainly not least, the champion fans. Oh, so good to have you here. It's not just about you being the voices of football, but you really are the key protagonists of the beautiful game, the 12 players well of your various teams, and the reason why it is that we are here today, Andile.
Listen, now Teleka sikhohlwanga nawe ke sicela ukuthi la uhleli khona ke ku Twitter ku X ngendlela ebizwa ngayo namhlanje ku Instagram ube ingcenye into esiyenzayo la namhlanje. All you need to do is follow us on social media. It's at official PSL on X and at official PSL_ZA on Instagram. But also make sure that you follow at Black Label SA on X and Carling Black Label on Facebook as well as on Instagram. The hashtags that you can use across all platforms, hashtag Carling Knockout and hashtag Carling Cup as well. Let's get it trending. Let's start today. We know that as the season goes, as the trophy goes, as the cup goes, the knockout goes, it trends throughout. But before we get into it, let me remind you, let me refresh your memory. You might have forgotten. So here we go. This was the inaugural Carling Knockout.
Carling Black Label and South African soccer have gone hand in hand for over a decade, building a proud legacy that empowers the voice of our champion fans in innovative ways, always striving to be better, but we realized that something was missing: the entire League of Champion fans. So, in 2023, Carling Black Label, in partnership with the PSL, introduced the inaugural Carling Knockout Cup tournament. We encouraged our 16 teams and their champion fans to bring the energy with Fakugesi, an exhilarating campaign driven by Fakigol Uzobona, a platform where our champion fans could make goal predictions and win big. Our work to bring the action even closer to the fans gave us unforgettable moments of talent, emotion, and passion. Making history, our inaugural Carling Knockout Cup champions went on to play the Carling All-Stars, a team of PSL favorites and rising Diski players, handpicked by you, our champion fans. Now, we look towards the future, welcoming the second year of the Carling Knockout Cup, in partnership with the PSL, with even more energy, goals, and you, our fans. We'll see you in the 2024-2025 season.
Oh yes, and now to tell us a little bit more about this year's edition of the Carling Knockout, brought to you by Carling Black Label in partnership with the Premier Soccer League. I'm joined up here on stage by the Carling Black Label brand director, and that is Karen Greenleaf, as well as Unonhlanhla Nkosi, head brand marketing and sponsorship at the Premier Soccer League. Ladies, so good to have you out here on the champion couches. Karen, I want to start off with you. First of all, congratulations on your new role as the brand director of this award-winning brand. Now, we spoke about this time last year when we celebrated the inaugural Carling Knockout competition. And of course, this was a wonderful partnership with the Carling Black Label brand, as well as the Premier Soccer League. You were talking about Fakugesi, lots and lots of excitement there. It brings us to today's announcement. Tell us about what this journey has been like.
Thank you, Carol. It is an absolute privilege sitting here today. And really, as a brand, it's 13 years worth of soccer involvement that brings us here today. And we are back today to continue to Fakugesi as we go into this year. Last year was the inaugural year, and we made a commitment as a brand to re-energize the game. We did so for our champion fans. So Fakugesi, loosely defined, means bring the energy, and we sought many ways to bring more energy into the tournament. And we did just that with amazing back-to-back champion fan engagement, as well as some really exciting games.
Oh, certainly, lots and lots of excitement. Nonhlanhla, from the PSL's perspective, tell us how this Carling Knockout, the kind of impact that it's had and what it's brought to the PSL calendar.
As the Premier Soccer League, we stand at the forefront of South African sports, uniting millions in one banner. Our league showcases extraordinary talent, fierce competition, as well as unforgettable memories that resonate with all the football fans around the country. And the Carling Knockout epitomizes the spirit, by bringing together 16 Premiership Division clubs into a thrilling encounter, and which basically gives and which will bring a lot of drama and excitement. And also, this is the second season of the Carling Knockout. And I mean, with a partner like Carling, who takes pride in, putting the fan at the center of all their innovations. I mean, fan can anticipate exciting competitions, as well as more innovative viewing experience. And also for our 16 Premiership Division clubs, I mean, this is an opportunity. This gives them an equal opportunity for them to battle out on the field, and this makes it one of the exciting tournaments.
Really, lots and lots of excitement. I mean, we saw it all, bringing back the energy. We saw the Tsamayas, the Shibobos, the goals, all of the flair. Karen, can you tell us a little bit more about how the champion fans received the inaugural year of the Carling Knockout?
Well, in the inaugural year, we received a staggering over 3 million votes. 3 million votes, but also, you know, those votes were across the Carling All-Stars, Fakigolo Zubona, Man of the Match, the champion coach. We really had so many opportunities for fans to get engaged, and they did. But as a brand that really stands for recognizing and rewarding champions, we also gave away more than 2 million rand in consumer prizes. We gave away more than 850,000 rand on Fakigolo Zubona alone in the Carling Cup final, as well as 1.5 million rand for Man of the Match. But we don't just recognize the champion fans. We know what it takes for players to do exceptionally well. And we saw some amazing examples. I mean, Ikram Reyners walked away with 400,000 rand because he was voted man of the match in all 4 fixtures that he was featured in.
Wow, wow, wow. I know, Nonhlanhla, that with the PSL, they always put the fans at the heart of everything that they do. So why is the partnership with the supporters important to the league?
Carol, the fans are actually the heartbeat of our league. I mean, they continually show up at stadiums supporting their clubs. Their unwavering support, creates an electrifying atmosphere at the stadium, which also enhances the match day experience, as well as creates a motivation for the players to, play at their highest level. Having a partner also like Carling, which I've mentioned earlier, that they always put the fan at the center of their innovation, makes it actually a privilege and honor to have them as a partner, because then this shows that this mutual relationship definitely works.
Oh, yes. So 3 million votes from the champion fans in 2023. I think we're going to really break those numbers this time around, Karen. The 2024 Carling knockout season, what is that looking like?
So we'll get into the details, but before we do, can I just show you what's coming?
The Carling Black Label Cup is here to put the power back in your hands. MAGESI at the Carling Cup on 21 December at Orlando Stadium. Buy a Carling Black Label and vote for your Carling All-Stars. T's and C's apply. South Africa, be sharp. Not for persons under the age of 18.
Carling Black Label, it's always been about finding innovative ways to empower the champion fans and give them a voice and unprecedented power over the beautiful game of football. This year, clearly no different, Karen.
No different. So what's important to understand is that we start with all 16 teams, the top flight of South African football talent, and they'll be vying it out for the second title of the Carling Knockout. Then once that continues, we then move on to a one-day exhibition match, which is the Carling Black Label Cup. It's a new format of the Carling Black Label Cup in which the winners of the knockout see a voted for by the fans team called the Carling All-Stars. And what's important about the Carling All-Stars that makes it super exciting is that the role of the fan is up front and center. It's on the fans to choose the 23 players that will form that team. And unlike last year, it doesn't change. So in terms of the starting lineup, we start with both PSL and Diski Challenge players represented, which makes it even more exciting.
Wow, lots of excitement there, because Nhlantla, I know one of the best things that the PSL has done to the country's football landscape, of course, is the introduction of the Diski Challenge. Can you tell us how the revamped Carling Black Label Cup has helped in the acceleration of the development of young players?
Well, the Carling Cup has actually enhance the development of the Diski players by creating another platform for them to showcase their talents in a very competitive environment. And this also boosts their confidence, and also, it assists in accelerating their growth within football. Last season we saw a few players being promoted into the senior team. I mean, players like Banele Tabete from Amazulu, Pundo Vilagazi from KAIZER Chiefs. You have Mohau Ngota from Orlando Pirates. You've got Keenan Johansson from Stellenbosch, just to name a few. And I mean, what better way to encourage these young players by having them interact with their idolize senior players, as well as have an opportunity to be coached by one of the Premier Division coaches. So it gives them, an unforgettable experience that, that will treasure them for the rest of their lives.
Oh, yes. Karen, let's talk about the football elements and what we can expect this year.
So we talk about giving champion fans unprecedented power and influence in the beautiful game. This year's no different. We're bringing back Fakigolo Zubona, the innovation last year that's set to re-energize the game and produce more goals earlier on. So we're bringing that back. We want to see the best of South African football and the flair. So how that works really is in every Carling knockout match, there is 90,000 Rand on the clock available. And that goes down every minute by 1,000 Rand. So what champion fans need to do is they vote for who they believe the team will score and in what minute. And if they are successful, they are awarded that amount of money, and so is the player. So it really is engaging both the player and the champion fan. Also, as per last year, man of the match is super exciting. As a brand, we are committing to 10,000 Rand per game, and that is voted for by our champion fans.
It's one of the largest man of the match prizes in the world. So from a brand perspective, what is it that inspired you to do this?
So we've built a legacy as a brand. We talked about 13 years of football involvement. We've built a legacy as a brand in terms of giving champion fans unprecedented power. That started all the way back where we allowed fans to choose the starting lineup of two of the most supported teams in South Africa. And it doesn't change now. Really what the man of the match does is it allows the fans' voice to be heard. And the fans earned their credibility last year. The team they selected in the All-Stars went on to beat the winners of the Champion Knockout. And as Nani mentioned earlier, a lot of the Diski players that they showed really went on to be promoted within their teams. So they showed that they've got what it takes to choose the real fans.
You're talking about the power being in the hands of the fans. Talking about voting, how do the champion fans cast their vote for this year's Carling Knockout and get to build up their ultimate Carling All-Star team?
So I'm very excited to say that the votes open today. And all our champion fans need to do is they need to purchase a promotional pack of Carling Black Label. They need to dial *120 *600 their unique code and hash, and follow the prompts. They will be voting for both the Carling All-Star, in which they look at the team, which position they'd like their player to be in, and they select the player. And what's super exciting is we talked about the Diski and the role of Diski in All-Stars. Because we believe in rewarding the champion fans, the Diski works in a slightly different way in the fact that you get a free vote for a Diski player for every vote for the PSL. We also have voting for Fakigolo Zubona, which closes before 5 minutes before the end of the game. We have votes for champion coach, and we have votes for man of the match. So really, there's so much to vote for from a fan perspective.
And you can start voting right now. Quick one, finally. 6 January 2024, we witnessed a revamped, electrifying fixture of the Carling Black Label Cup. It was played in Polokwane at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. The second edition now is here, and we're getting ready for this. A new host city. When and where, Karen, will the Carling Black Label Cup be played this season?
So I feel like we need a drum roll here because we are super excited. Thank you, excellent. The Carling Black Label Cup will be hosted on the 21st of December, 2024, and we are super proud to announce our partnership with Stadium Management South Africa for this fixture at Orlando Stadium.
Nazo, yay! Hi. Andile nawusozwele mos. Faki goal uzobona, the most lucrative man of the match award, Carling All-Stars and coach voting, MAGESI truly back. And of course, when it comes to that All-Star team, the Carling Black Label Cup, Orlando Stadium. Mlalela, ayikumnandi.
We know Orlando's look like this year. Every time there's been a game, they beat Orlando Pirates, who filled that stadium, beat Bafana as well, who've done well to get some fans in that stadium. But mina ngifuna ukubuyisela emuva kancane ke sithole history, because you speak about the champion fans. I've got them here with me. Nangu Shandu. Shandu, uhleli nobala?
hayi baba umbhoro lona baba umbhoro masisila kodwa ngishene nebhakabhaka lapha lele ngalikhipha kabuhlungu ngesizini ephelile ngakhipha kabuhlungu lapho khona umfana omncane wavela bamba ipenalty yensizwa nje esiveteran impela kwasala khala lapha eKingsway Moses Mabhida ngalolanga basala bethunga abanenalithi English is not my mother tongue sebewabatolikela laba bantu okuyibona abangotolika ba
uthi he left them with the knowledge yabona ngikuphethe mthimkhulu uhleli nensizwa leyakubhaqabula yakukhipha.
Yeah, got high this time. We are the champions currently. We need to do the consistency of collecting the trophy, not winning, collecting the trophies.
You know, hold on. He says he's the champion, Mchimkulu, but from my memory, Mayor Arnold, that's your duty. He had lost a trophy gewen. Sal hy dieselfde doen hierdie jaar?
Ja, met al onze spelers in Stellenbosch wat baie actief is en hulle beste gee, vat ons dit weer huis toe.
There you have it. Hulle sal hom weer vat. There's one team that's promising that they're winning a trophy this season, and perhaps, perhaps this is it. This is the first one.
Yeah, this is our first cup that we're going to collect this season.
I'm not sure. Be confident.
No, we're gonna fuck a case. We're not gonna benefit from anyone in the field. We're gonna win it.
We're going to take a very quick break. When we come back on the other side, let's see who's going to be playing you in that first round. The draw will commence.
Hey, welcome back. It's now time for the much anticipated last 16 draw of the 2024 Carling Knockout. Karen is back on stage on behalf of Carling Black Label, and from the Premier Soccer League, we've got Fatwani Mfuni as well as Emily Mokhotla, draw master. Fatwani, take it away.
Carol, thank you very much, and good afternoon to everybody, especially those that are joining us from home. I'm not going to waste too much time, Carol, because people are waiting in anticipation here to see who their team will be drawn up against. The only thing, though, that I'm going to explain, and I'm going to try and summarize it, we've got two important pots for now, pot A and pot B. Which teams are inside? We've got 8 teams on this side and 8 teams on pot B, or on pot C, I mean. Pot A has all the teams that are seeded. Which teams are seeded? It is only the teams that finished from position number 1 till position number 8 in last season's premiership season. So if your team was in the top 8, you are seeded. That means that you can't be drawn to play up against another team that is also seeded, that was in the top 8. So if there was someone that you are afraid of meeting in the first round, you've avoided them if you were on this pot. Unfortunately, if you are on this side, pot C, it means you will be drawn to play against one of the teams on this pot. Is that clear for everyone? Do I need to explain? Everybody is happy, okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one ball from pot A, throw it into pot B. We take another ball from pot C into pot B, and then from there, that's when we'll then confirm our fixture, who's going to be home and who's gonna be away in the first fixture, and we'll repeat the same sequence until we are done with the draw. Clear? I think we can start. Karen, I'm just gonna give it a quick stare on this side. Once more, these are the seeded teams. Maybe one more time. Karen, without looking, I just need you to place your hand inside and take one and throw it into pot B. Emily, I just need you to hold it steady, and then ask you to take one ball and throw it into pot B. Next step is to confirm who will be at home in the first fixture. Karen, I think you can do the honors. I can help you with opening, and then you will then confirm who is going to be home, and it's SuperSport United. SuperSport United will play at home in the first fixture. Emily will take the second one. I can help you with opening. SuperSport United lost out in the round of 16 last time around, and they've got KAIZER Chiefs. SuperSport United up against KAIZER Chiefs. Over to you, Andy. A quick interview with the players.
Well, the fans seem to be very excited about that one there. Let me start with you, Lyle. How do you feel about the draw?
Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, it's a good one, especially because we're playing them, I think, after that also. So, yeah, we're playing them twice in, I think, a space of a week or two. But, yeah, we're looking forward to it, and especially because we got the home draw.
Brennan, you heard the fans. They're saying this is it. This is the first one. Well, in order to get to the first one, you have to play SuperSport first. Your reaction after that?
Good afternoon, everyone. Obviously, always an exciting game, playing SuperSport, you know. Also, former coach. So, guys kind of knows the ins and outs. But looking forward to it, and I think this is the start for us. And, you know, with the first trophy up for grabs, I think we started off on the right foot. Got a good way to go.
Shaba, I don't know what you make of what they're about to say here. Let me bring it back to you. The first picture confirmed. There it is. SuperSport United at home versus KAIZER Chiefs.
And we proceed with the draw. We're going to do the same procedure. I'll ask Karen to take one, throw it into the bowl. What you do on the right-hand side, you must also repeat on the left-hand side. And quick stir. Let's confirm. Karen, I need you to confirm who will be home in the second fixture. And we've got Richards Bay FC. Richards Bay FC will be playing at home. Of course, they lost out in the semi-finals last season. They went all the way to the semis, losing out to the eventual champions then. And we've got Sekhukhune United. Sekhukhune United will play away. They will travel to the KZN province. Sekhukhune lost out in the quarters last season, Andile.
Okutumela Dimtambo here for this one here. Niyakhulutana ngathi manje ngendlale nonke.
Asibuya kude thina phela no warra.
Warra? Arotla otla gole le wena. Ona taba le tseo nya go wina game.
Ke nyaka. Profe ke nyaka. Ke tla respect ka re ba gola, but when coming to Sarara.
Yeah. You've got a new exciting team. You've signed well at the beginning of the season, not always had the greatest results in the first couple of games. This is an opportunity to perhaps lift that trophy.
Yeah, I think somehow I knew that question was coming. You know, with the players that have been coming on board at Sekhukhune, I think we've really signed really well. I think big ups to management and the coaches for identifying talent that has come through. That shows that I think we are moving in the right direction, and as a team, I think the brand is growing. And yeah, it's a fixture that I think we would have loved to play at home, but there are no easy fixtures in the Betway Premiership. You know, playing Richards Bay, playing our former coach Brendan Truter, you know, he knows us as well. But yeah, we're going to give it our best shot and make sure that we go through to the next round.
For you, Richards Bay, you're at home in this one here. You know, you've also got new technical staff. You've got some new players, excluding yourself, that have gone down there. What do you make of this fixture?
Yeah, Andile, it's not going to be easy. It's a home game, but we have to do our best and get to the next round. We have a new coach, you know, we have a lot of youngsters, but and Sekhukhune, they have a lot of new signings and quality players, but I think we're going to make it.
Well, it's going to be a battle of skinny versus Palaza. We'll see how it comes out and how it plays out. But let me send it back to Fatu. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Andile. As we proceed, I'll ask Kieran to take that first ball, and then we do the same thing on the left-hand side. Emily. There we go. Another quick stir. Kieran. Thank you. Who will be at home in the third fixture? Usutu, Amazulu FC. Amazulu FC will be at home, another team that made it all the way to the semis last season. Can they go one step further? They get to meet the defending champions. The defending champions, Stellenbosch FC.
Well, here we go. Robin says, lovely game. This is the one they want. Yeah, you're still polishing it. You were sleeping with it in the hotel room. We saw you.
We have to look after it. We have to look after it.
But I mean, you're the champions, but I have to start with the home team here. Rowan Women here for Amazulu. Night Trophy, what do you think, boy?
Definitely a good game, good matchup. They're a very good team you've seen recently. They've been performing really well. Very big game for us, but I feel we needed it at home. Our home game against them, so I feel there's a bit of an advantage there, and hopefully we can compete this season and go all the way.
And by the way, when it does happen, who's going to be the coach?
No comment on that one.
Oh, okay. Just wondering. Just wondering. Sage, this is you. You own it. You the first name on it. You can carry on in that tradition, but you have to beat Amazulu.
First of all, good afternoon to all the viewers at home and everyone present today. No, it was a magnificent event, Carling Knockout Cup. We were fortunate enough to win the first one. So coming into the second round or competition, obviously we have to look to defend it, do the best that we can, and to perform to the best of our ability.
I mean, you've just come from a final, right? What is... No, I'm not going to ask that. I've got Victor Hlongwane for that. You know, coming into this one, is the spirit lifted from what you guys have done, or do you think the guys are a little bit down, they're going to need a pick-me-up?
No, making finals are special, and we were fortunate enough to do it at the back of 8 months apart. So we've learned a lot from both finals. One thing I can say is the more finals you make, the easier they become. So hopefully we look forward to making another one.
The more finals you make, the easier they become. Like what? Yeah? I'm going to get back to Fatuani. Fatuani, this is going to be an exciting one. I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much, guys.
Andila, I see that the defending champions have been drawn out. People look more relaxed now in the room. They're looking much more relaxed. But let's proceed. Karen will help with that. And then Emily. I think we're getting there. We are halfway now. I'll just help with opening. Let's see who will be at home, and it is Polokwane City. Rise and shine. Polokwane City also were knocked out in the quarterfinals last season. They actually lost to the champions. That is Stellenbosch FC and Marumo Gallants. Marumo Gallants will be traveling to Polokwane.
It's a
maybe a
Polokwane
homecoming,
derby,
maybe a homecoming for them. I don't know.
Yeah, get diving into it.
It's
Not anymore. But originally get dive. Le Bloom. All right, Le Bloom. Let me start with you. Firstly, Jim's working out, but huh?
Trying, yeah.
You're trying, I can see it. Are you practicing to lift a trophy?
Yeah, indeed, we are.
Talk to me, what do you think of this matchup?
I think it's an exciting fixture, it's an exciting tournament. I know my boys are excited to be in it, and there's much to look forward to in it. The game itself, I think, yeah, you said it, it's kind of a derby, so a lot at stake, and excited to be part of such a
No, they're denying you. No more derby. No more derby.
We are no longer from there.
You've relocated.
Yeah, we belong on the other side. Yeah, well, Andile, I would like to first greet everyone and the viewers at home. Look, good fixture for us. Yeah, we have started. We didn't start very well when the season starts, but we are happy for this one. We would have wanted it to be at home, but we'll take this one. And
how has that been? You know, you guys moving to Bloemke, you know, Siwele Samarumo now is what they're saying. Has it been exactly what we thought it would be. Has that green come out to support you guys? Are you seeing, love everywhere you go, packed stadiums in Bloemfontein?
Yeah, it's very exciting in town, in Bloem. You should have asked those who have been there. I think some people have been there.
No, speak about them. Who is it? Who must I ask?
No, I don't know mention names. But, but I'm telling you, it's very lovely down there. People are loving football, and it's hitting up.
Well, for you and what the team has done so far and what you want to achieve, for you personally, I know as well, is something in the nature of lifting this trophy. Quarterfinals, Fatu tells us last season. What are you guys doing differently this season?
Yeah, the club is very ambitious. You can see by the quality we have, the quality we kept. So we are ambitious, and we want to go as far as possible and try and reach new limits. Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick one with Shaba over there, and then after we'll see which next players are coming here.
Oh, so we are halfway done in terms of the draw. We've got our first 4 fixtures and lots of excitement in terms of the pedigree of the teams that have been drawn so far. So you take a look at these exciting fixtures. SuperSports United, KAIZER Chiefs, Richards Bay, Kukune United, Amazulu Football Club, Stellenbosch FC, Polokwane City, as well as Marumo Gallants, with the defending champion saying, are you really at home, Usutu? Because we are so comfortable at Teguini, as we have come to know. We'll continue with the draw after this break. Carling Black Label, Ifagu gets into the local game. We're continuing with our draw of the Carling Knockout 2024 edition, and these are the teams still left to be drawn. Mamelodi Sundowns, Golden Arrows, Orlando Pirates, the Chili Boys, Cape Town City, Royal AM, TS Galaxy, and MAGESI FC. Let's see whom they are going to be drawn against as we continue with the draw. To our draw master, Fatwan.
Thank you, Carol. We are into our second half now of the draw. Let's confirm the team there. Thank you, Emily. Can you just take one? And now to confirm the home team. Who is going to be home in fixture number 5? Cape Town City. Cape Town City will play at home. Cape Town City, of course, playing at home in this fixture, and traveling to Cape Town will be Royal AM. Royal AM, Mama Joy celebrates. She fancies a trip to the Cape, Western Cape.
It's the Carling Knockout that leads to the Carling Cup, of course. That's where you can influence. You can see any of these players playing in the Carling Cup at the end of the Carling Knockout. But let's go to Unotata, perhaps. Here's a fixture. You at home, firstly. That's going to be something that you behold. You wanted them to come down to Cape Town?
Yeah, they struggle there. So
do they?
He knows. Yeah, but I think we are not in a position to have made any demands. All we're looking for is a chance, and we grab it with both hands. So we're happy we got them, we're happy we're home. The rest is on us to show if we want the trophy or not.
Kabza, but you struggle down there. What's the problem?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we are struggling against them, Cape Town. But hopefully this time we'll turn the tables around. You know, it's a good fixture. We've played them before. First game of the Bedway Premiership. So we kind of have the idea of how they do things. So yeah, I'm happy with this fixture. We'll just take it to Cape Town and see what we can do.
Well, I've got an idea. As Andile, because Nyazabo Andile, but Mnandi. You know what? I see it. So, Cape Town City, you're an ambitious team as well. You're a team that's innovative. You remind me a lot of the very trophy that we're speaking about now in terms of innovation and the things that you're doing to rally the fans to come to the stadium.
Yeah, I think the initiative by the club to make home games that are at Athlone free is great. It's great for South African football. It pays great respect to the people that actually support the brand, use their last earned money to come and support us, and any chance that the club gets to give back it's beautiful, and I hope with the Carling Black Label Cup, they come in their numbers, and we'll celebrate together at the end of the game.
It's Cape Town City versus Royal AM. Remember the hashtag, it is a Carling knockout, and hashtag Carling Cup, Fatu.
Thank you, Andile. As we proceed to the next fixture, both those sides lost out in the round of 16, so one of them at least gets to get through to the quarters. But let's confirm the next fixture. Karen, thank you. Open it for you there.